I want to modify the hero section of this page because it looks terrible. Look at this, it's too long. The call to action is too down, so people have to scroll. I want to rebuild it to look something like this. So 2 columns and much more compact. So it doesn't require any scroll. Now the goal is to build a variation so I can split test it. And I want to do this without a designer, without a developer, and not next week, today, actually by the end of this video. So follow along. I will use AI to do all these changes, not a single line of code and not a single design tweak. But let me be very clear about expectations. The goal is not to make a perfect design. The goal is to test if the structure with the 2 columns and the more compact hero section is better than the original here, okay? So to make this experiment possible, I'm going to ask AI, specifically ChatGPT, to write me a JavaScript code that will transform this page into a page that is more similar to this. So this is what we're going to do in the video. We're going to use ChatGPT. I have a Plus subscription. I'm currently running ChatGPT 5.2. This should work with any model really because it's really simple stuff. So the first thing we're going to do here is to come on this page, right click, save as, and just save with whatever name you get here. It doesn't matter. So save. We are saving the HTML of the page so we can give it to ChatGPT. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come on this page that I want to take as a sample to give to ChatGPT to explain what I want the page to look like. And I will just, instead of getting the HTML from this page, I will just zoom out a little bit. Okay, that's enough. And I will take a screenshot. All right, so screenshot of this, save it, and we are good to go. Now I go in ChatGPT and I will just add the 2 files I saved. One is the screenshot and the other is the HTML. Open. And now I'm going to explain to ChatGPT with voice in the same way I would explain to a designer or a developer what is that I want to do, okay? So I'm just gonna talk, no typing, and I'll show you how easy it is to get these changes we want to implement on the page. So let's do it. I want you to examine the HTML I provided and the screenshot. I want the hero section in the HTML page to look like the screenshot I provided. Specifically, I want it to be on 2 columns and much more compact. I don't want you to change any styles or typography. Just the image has to be on the left and the text has to be on the right. Also, feel free to duplicate the call to actions to make the page, the original page, look like the screenshot. The goal is to output a vanilla JavaScript that I can execute in console to transform the original page into the variation. Before you write any code, ask me questions so that we can align 100%. Boom, and that's it. So I'm gonna comment to you this prompt. In the first part, I just described what I wanted to do. All right, so this is very easy. This is what I wanted to do. Then I specify what is the goals. Now, this is a little bit technical and I can refine it, so we'll do this together. So the goal is to output a vanilla JavaScript. This is a simple piece of code that we will paste on the page. again, no coding, just copy paste, and it will transform this page with basically a new hero section. Now, the thing that I missed here is that this JavaScript has to be self-executing. This is important, okay? Self. Because it means that it should be done in a such way that it doesn't break the other JavaScript on the page. Okay, so just say self-executing and ChatGPT will understand. Who want to make it even more specific, has to be idempotent. You can also add this to the prompt. So idempotent means that if I run it twice, it will not apply the changes again, okay? It runs only once, no matter how many times you're trying to run it, okay? So this doesn't break the page, essentially. So now the last piece here of the prompt, this is super important. And this is not only for coding, even if you're writing or if you want to develop some kind of project, it always helps to ask ask me questions before you do anything, so we align 100%. This has saved me, I don't know, countless headaches, because when you use this, ChatGPT doesn't make assumptions. It questions every assumption, and it has to clarify or confirm. Plus, it can highlight something that you didn't think about. So it brings to your attention other aspects of the problem that you really didn't think about. And it's very helpful. So enough talking, just let's click this button here and let's see the questions. Now, what I expect is to receive questions, not good. Reading the document, I can do that. Thank you. Yeah, so it says that the page I uploaded, it's another page. It's not the book, it's a GTMsplit, which is true. So it just needs some guidance. Okay, so we will answer using the numbers here. So which the target page, I usually copy the questions as a statement, very easy. So don't have even to type here. The book page was provided just as an example of the kind of layout we want to get. Okay, so this is super clear. Again, as I would say to a developer, developer or designer or employee, whatever. ChatGPT here is my employee. So what is exactly the hero section of the page? So here is asking me questions about the structure of the page. I really don't want to go this direction because I may not know, I may not be a developer or a designer, so I don't want to expect the page. I will just say that the page ends here with this. And again, no need really to justify your answers. Just answer whatever you like and it will reframe the understanding. So the hero section ends here. And then I paste, boom, included. All right. So this is clear enough. Which element should be the left image in this? Yes, this is correct. So 3, keep the GTMsplit image. Which element should be in the right side? Confirm, yes, this is correct. much more compact. What does it mean, page without changing typography? So here I would say that just switching to two columns makes it more compact. All right. And duplication, sorry, details. Yes, we want the call to action to be also on the side of the image. Yes, CTA also on the side of the image. Let's have a look at the page here. I would keep everything here really on the side of the image. We'll just copy the entire thing. And also, so as you can see, this is very raw. I'm not spending time to describe the exact position of items. If I don't like the result, I will explain later, all right? But usually at the first try, you already get something that is usable. So you don't need to do this gymnastics at this point. Okay, so we are, what should be secondary CTA? Okay, no secondary CTA. So here the question it is asking is this page has two call to action. This is the secondary call to action. And this is the primary. So here there is only one button. And I just said I don't want a secondary CTA, okay? Responsive behavior. So I want issue stack. Okay. So this again, we just copy this from question to statement. This is 7. On mobile, it should stack. All right. And safety in the idempotency, just so I don't want to make it technical here. Should I include variant maker attribute? So we're running the snipper. I will say just yes. Okay. Now we have answered all the questions to the best of our knowledge. Again, we are not designers, we are not developers, we just described what we want to get. Then I click this button here, and now let's see if we get more questions or if we get the variation. It seems like it's running to write the variation. Yes. So in the meantime, I want to show you how I plan to use this variation. So if you want, you can do it as well. So I'm going to be using GTMsplit, which is a split testing platform that I created, and it's completely free. And I will use it to run a split test showing the original and the variant that will be the new page with the new hero section. So to do this, it's very, very simple. We'll create a new experiment. We will call it GTMsplit hero. I already have this because I tested something similar. Then it's an on-page experiment, 2 variants, continue. It wants to know the URL. The URL will be this one here. So copy, paste, continue. Audience, I want everybody to see it. So find the length of this experiment, probably I put 6 weeks, 42 days. And I want it to start from next Monday. So fine. See, super easy. Here should put the URL of a document where I place all my screenshots and explanation of this experiment. Usually it's Google Slides. Now I don't have it. I will just put a random URL here. And here, okay, now we are at the interesting bit. Here is the place where I have to paste the JavaScript that we get from ChatGPT. Now let's go fetch that. And I get here and let me see. So this is the JavaScript. It should be good to go as it is. So a couple of notes. We asked this self-executing function, which starts with this parenthesis here. So this is correct. Sometimes the output includes the script tag. If it does, you should not copy that. You just copy the function, okay? So remove the script at the top and at the bottom. You copy the function, then all we have to do now is to test if this function does what we wanted to do. So to do that, we come on the page, right-click, inspect, and we open the inspector. This is Chrome Inspector. If you have never seen this, don't worry, there is nothing to do here except pasting the function. We go here, console. This you see, it's GTMsplit, that these are the logs of GTMsplit, because I already have another experiment running on that page that I will close and start this one. So I clean the logs for clarity. Now I will paste here the function that we copied. And now the moment I press enter on my keyboard, you should see this page transforming in a two-column layout for the hero section. That's what we asked. Let's see if we got it right. And yeah, okay, that is something good to start with, but I think we can do better. So what I see is that it kept the width of the page here, and I want the 0 to be larger, okay? So you see, it missed asking this question. So now I have to go back and say that I want some changes. I also will want definitely I want this line and this line up here. And now I could edit this manually, but I won't do it because I want to keep it like conversational. And if I edit manually, even in Google Slides, for example, you just copy paste the things, or in Figma, if you use Figma, you could move things around and then give a screenshot of that, all right? But we're not going to do it here. We keep explaining. So let's go here and say that the resulting, oh, we just talk, no typing. So click the microphone. The resulting hero section is too narrow. I want the width of the hero section to be 1200 pixels, like normal hero sections. Also, you missed some text under the CTA on the side of the image. And I will paste this text that I want to be there. So I'll just go here and take this. Let's see if we give it another try. On the same CTA, before the button, we include, and here I will paste the other text, which is this, which gives context to this image here. Otherwise, people don't get what is that they're looking at. All right, so now I ask regenerate the JS from scratch. And that should be good enough. Let's see. This is the second iteration of creating this change without a designer, without a developer, and in a way that it can be tested immediately in GTMsplit. So we already have some code here. Interesting how it built the idempotent selector. So basically here it defined a couple of variables, and if those two variables are present on the page, it will not run the changes again. This is interesting approach. Okay, do we have the code? Almost, still coming. Okay, we have the code, copy. Now again, we go here, inspect, we get the inspector, we go on console. We can get rid of, click here, and you can get rid of what's in the console. Now we move this a bit out of the way. Before we do that, sorry, we need to refresh and go back to the original. So I open the inspector again. I go in console. I still have the function there because the inspector keeps it. So I have to press enter. And boom, there you have it. I think this is good. This is quite good. So this is exactly what I want. I have the image, I have the text, I have the call to action, and I have this thingy. Now I could keep tweaking it, but for the purpose of this video, I think it's enough. Now what we're going to do here, two things. First, I will duplicate the page and I will show you, like, this is the original and this is the new version. I think it looks a lot better. Again, minor tweaks might be necessary, yes, but it looks already a lot better than this. I could keep talking to ChatGPT and keep getting this JavaScript, but let's say I'm happy with it for the sake of this video. I will just paste it inside here, you see? So this is the same JavaScript, which we have tested already. So we are 100% sure that it works on that page without errors, and it transforms the page as we need. So I'm gonna press finish. And here I have my new experiment that is scheduled to run from Monday. Now in GTMsplit, if you want to actually run the experiments, you have to import them into Tag Manager. You have to click here. This will export the configuration, and then you import it in Tag Manager. Now, for GTMsplit and this importing process, there are other videos on this channel. There is a lot of documentation about GTMsplit, but this video was about using AI, specifically ChatGPT, to take any page and transform it any way you want by just describing the changes you want to make without a designer and without a developer. If you enjoy this video, press the like button so we tell to YouTube that more people should see this stuff. And if you have any questions, just write them in the comments. I always reply to all the comments. All right, that's it for this video. I will see you at the next one. Ciao.